moved out when my parents asked me to pay rent. So I'm 23, oldest of 5 kids, and basically running my parents' house like I'm the damn manager or something. I'm in school full-time getting my second degree, plus I work part-time in my field. My employer already said they'll take me full-time once I graduate, so I'm making decent money for a student, enough to pay for school and actually save some cash. My siblings are 20, 17, 14, and 10. My parents both work. Dad pulls crazy long hours, and mom does the 9-to-5 grind at some stressful job. So guess who picks up all the slack? Me. I do literally everything. Grocery shopping every week, all the laundry for 7 people, cooking dinner every single night, and meal prep on Sundays so everyone has lunches ready. I even manage my siblings' chores, like making sure there's dog food in the pantry so my youngest brother can actually feed our 2 dogs, or that we have poop bags on the leashes. It's like being a mom to 4 other people plus going to school. During Christmas break, I finally had enough saved up to buy myself a PS5. Been wanting one forever, and I found one at regular price, which if you know anything about PS5s in 2022, was basically winning the lottery. The rest of my family still shares this old PS4 in the living room, but I keep mine in my room. It's mine, I bought it, and no, I don't share it. Well, my 20-year-old brother Jake started whining to my parents about how unfair it was that I had all this money and cool stuff but wouldn't share. Like, dude, get a job? But whatever. So my parents call me into the kitchen for this family meeting, which was basically them telling me I need to start paying rent. They said it wasn't fair that I was making good money while living there for free, especially when I won't even share my gaming console. I just sat there listening to them explain how much they wanted from me monthly, and I'm doing the math in my head. After rent, I'd have maybe $800 left over each month. That's after buying my own food, gas, school supplies, everything. I went to my room and actually calculated it out on paper. If I dropped a couple classes next semester, I could go almost full-time at work. It would only add 1 more year to my degree, but I could afford my own place. And here's the kicker. I'd actually have more free time and way more spending money than if I stayed home paying rent while doing everyone's chores. So I packed up my stuff. Everything I owned fit in my Honda Civic, which honestly was kind of depressing, but also liberating. I didn't tell them I was leaving until I was loading my car. "Where are you going?" my mom asked, standing in the driveway in her bathrobe. "Getting my own place. Thanks for helping me realize I can afford it." I stayed at this Airbnb for 2 weeks while I figured out apartments, adjusted my class schedule, and got more hours at work. The Airbnb host, this older lady named Beverly, kept asking if I was okay because I was just so happy to be there. Like, I was literally excited to do my own laundry. And okay, I'm not gonna lie, I went a little crazy on dating apps. Living at home with 4 siblings and strict parents meant I hadn't had anyone over in like ever. Suddenly having my own space was like being let out of prison. I found this decent 1-bedroom apartment about 15 minutes from campus. Nothing fancy, but it has a dishwasher and in-unit laundry, which felt like luxury after sharing 1 bathroom with 6 other people. The fallout was immediate. My parents had to give Jake all my old responsibilities. Poor guy went from just keeping his own room clean to grocery shopping, cooking dinner, and managing everyone else's chores. The other 3 siblings got stuck with his old tasks split between them. Jake called me crying, literally crying, because he had to break plans with his girlfriend Megan to meal prep for the week. Apparently mom and dad have this rule that girlfriends can't come over when they're not home, so he couldn't even have her help. My 17-year-old sister Emma texted me saying she now has to do laundry for 5 people every weekend, and it's taking up her entire Saturday. The 14-year-old has to walk both dogs twice a day instead of just feeding them. Even my 10-year-old brother is mad because he has to help with dishes now. My parents kept calling saying I left them in the lurch and that I was being selfish. Dad actually said I was abandoning my family responsibilities, which was rich coming from someone who worked 12-hour days and never cooked a single meal. But here's the thing, I'm loving it. I bought myself a little succulent from IKEA and named it Gerald.